Hey everyone, welcome in. This is Julie Max in the Main Stamper. I'm here for an impromptu live because I have the most amazing card to share with you. I've been playing with this all day. I meant to come on earlier in the afternoon. Today is Friday, February 17th, in case you're watching this later on. I started one in the morning before I went to work, came home, made a ton more. And I meant to come on and share these adorable little, I'm calling them multi-fold mini cards. And this is the size of the cards. I have two of them here. One of them is held closed with ribbon and one is held closed with a belly band. You can see that this is the size of your basic envelope and this is the size of your card. So it's a lot smaller than an A2 size card. But once we unfold this, you're gonna see the these are so cool. I'm so excited about this card. Magical card here. And this is actually a half a sheet of cardstock. So it's a half a sheet of cardstock, all folded up into beautiful goodness, and I'm so excited to share this design with you. In fact, I just have been having a really hard time dragging myself away from playing with paper to come on to share this with you. I want to share this idea with you. So say hi if you're jumping on. I know this is not a scheduled live. I did not announce that I'm going live. It's just a live. I just wanted to come on and do this. You'll probably watch this on video replay, so let me know if you're watching on replay later on tonight. So let's get over to my workspace because I really want to show you what this card is all about. So on Positive Paper Crafters today, I actually did a little bit of a poll. And I said to my friends over there, my crafty besties, which paper pack do you like better? There's two paper packs that I'm running a special on right now. This is the Dandy Designs. I cut those into 6x6. This one is more pastel-y. There's so much fresh freesia in here. It's fantastic. So this is the Dandy Designs. And this one right here is the Flowers and More. Now this one has brighter, bolder colors in it. You're going to get those really vibrant. Some of them are a little wild and out there, right? I have been having so much fun with these paper packs. This one is host only and it comes in a 12 by 12. This one is celebration only and also comes in 12 by 12. I'm actually running a special which ends today. If you're on my email newsletter list or you follow me along, you know that this is my sweetest ever order special. And you're using this particular host code, THTFACP3. You're getting 48 6x6 sheets of Designer Series paper. I'm giving you 24 sheets of the Flowers and More and 24 sheets of the Dandy Designs. And I'm also sending you a mystery embellishment. I'm going to package it up really cutely so you get to unwrap it in your little package of paper. So this is actually what 48 sheets is going to look like. So you're getting 48 sheets. This is it right here. 6x6 all cut up and ready for you to play with. So this is the paper that I was playing with today also. And I actually used a little bit of each. Now I ran a poll today earlier and I said, which one is your favorite? And to be honest, it's such a mix. You guys are loving this one, but you're loving this one. And I of course, I have to use both of them. I can't play those favorites, you know. So I just wanted to share with you some of the things that I've been doing. So I'm calling this a multi-fold mini card. Actually, I made this one first. This one has a ribbon holding it closed. If you're going to use ribbon, I would suggest a nice 15 or 16 inch length to create this wraparound and a little bow. Now this is made with 14 inches of ribbon and I just squeaked my bow in here. So I would go 15 to 16 inches. Don't go short on the ribbon because you're going to just not have enough and then you'll be sad. All right, so let's open one up and take a look at what it looks like. So this is actually a really cool fold. So you can see all the Designer Series paper in there. I'm going to close it one more time and then open it. So it opens up and it's meant to sit. Now I know that you're not looking at it. This is it standing up. So if you're looking at it this way, right, you're seeing all of this goodness. And it's a really cute one that you can display. It's got the Mountain Valley, Mountain Valley. This is actually a half a sheet of cardstock. This is the hot dog cut, right? So we're cutting it at 4 1/4, and this is actually 11 inches of cardstock right here, all folded up into this really awesome little display. So then you can also, of course, this is the Dandy Designs. It's the lighter pastel colors. I did use this color and contour stamp set and the contour dies to do my flower and these little white inserts here that I've got on here. And how cute is this? This actually hangs off the side right here and you can see that little bit of stitching with a scalloped edge. These dies are perfect for this. Now of course you could swap out other dies and put anything in here that you wanted to. I'm going to show you the bones of how to make these and tell you about the directions, the dimensions. If you are on my newsletter list, you're going to also get a written PDF. that you can print. So here is the Flowers and More. Now this one I did a belly band. And again, this is fresh freesia. So you're going to see, let me flip this over. I'm like not even kidding, right? Fresh freesia and fresh freesia, but there's going to be such a huge difference when I flip this over. This one has the bolder prints on it. This one has the big and bold. So this is its closed position. And then when we open it up, it's got a little bit of purple, a little bit of pink, a lot of fun, right? These again are the same flowers from the Contour, Color and Contour is the flower stamp set and dies that I used for those. But there we go. So here's two of them in the fresh freesia. So we've got, let me check on my camera here, right? We've got the lighter dandy designs and we've got the more vibrant Flowers and More. I think my camera's really crooked. If you bear with me for a second, I'm just going to try to like straighten it a little bit. Yeah, this is me in the middle of like my live trying to be like, maybe my camera's crooked. Okay, we're just going to go with it. Anyway, so these are the coolest ever. I mean, like just, I had so much fun with these. So again, with the belly band, I cut a 1-inch strip and I think this is 7 inches. Yes, this is a 1x7, so you have room to wrap it in the back. And then I just took a design from my card design and added it to the belly band because, right, how cute is that? You get the little belly band and the little card. I love these. All right, so these are the purple versions, but you guys, I've been doing this all day, like all afternoon, I should say. So let me share with you a couple of more different designs. So this one right here, I didn't do a belly band or a ribbon for, but this is going to be Balmy Blue. So this is in closed position. And then when we open it up, we've got this. So all of the layers, I mean, it's so much fun. I did the blues and the greens for this one. This again is the Flowers and More Designer Series paper. The design is very similar to this one right here. So you can see the flowers are in here the same. And, you know, so if you are working on a design and you don't want to change stamp sets and dies because you're like, man, I just want to keep cranking things out, stick with one stamp set and dies and just change up your pattern, your designer patterns and your color cardstock, and you're going to be able to get all kinds of different patterns and such. But there's more because I'm not done playing yet. Check out this one from Dandy Designs. Now this is actually Calypso Coral. I didn't finish this one yet, but how fun is this, right? When so in the closed position, you want to definitely see panels 1, 3, and 5. That's what you're going to see. So you want to keep these in mind when you're using when you're picking out your designer series paper. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that in another minute. So you can see that I've got the yellow on panels 2 and 4. So they coordinate, but they're not matchy-matchy the same, right? So that makes it fun. But you do definitely want to make sure that these three kind of have a flow. So if we close this one up again, I've got dark blue, light blue, dark blue. So those are the three blues with the green in the middle. And then on this one, I have 3 panels of purple. And in the middle, I've got the multicolor with the purple and the pale oranges. And same with this one. I've got purple, purple, purple for 1, 3, and 5, and then I've got pink for 2 and 4. So I've kind of mixed them up so that we're seeing purple, purple, purple. But when you open it, it's actually kind of exciting because there's a different color inside waiting for you. Okay, so there's a few different options, and then I have a couple more to show you because I just kept playing. Now this one is Crushed Curry, so you're going to see the yellow tones here. Beautiful, right? It's a nice little flow of yellow, but when we open it up, we've got that bright pop of pink. How much fun is that, right? So again, they sit up so nicely. We've got the Mountain Valley folds on here. And I loved these patterns so much together, and I want to point out to you that I've actually used this pattern on 1 and 5 twice. So all of my other cards, I actually chose 5 different patterns, but sometimes you can't find 5 different patterns that really go together in one paper pack. So if that's the case, like this is 5 different patterns, but this one is not. So feel free to reuse one of the patterns. Just don't let them be next to each other because you definitely want to make sure you're mixing up the pattern placement for greater interest. So when I played with this one, I love these colors so much. I thought, let's do one kind of opposite. I've got it the wrong way. Opposite, right? But same exact designs. So this one's actually on Melon Mambo. So we've got, when we hold it closed, we've got our 3 Melon Mambos. So we've got the same pattern in 1 and 5, just like we had here. Same pattern in 1 and 5. but we've got the yellow on the inside instead. So you can see how I've switched them up. They're the same patterns, but I've got one in Crushed Curry and I've got one in Malamabo, and they both are adorable. They are both beautiful cards. Once we close these up and we add in our little designer elements, right? How cute are these? I hope you guys are loving these, because I'm just over the moon excited about doing these. So again, we're just gonna decorate a little bit here and there. And when we close this up, you want to make sure whatever you're putting on this third panel right here, this helps to let you put something in on the fifth panel. So because this is a little bit bigger, this right here, because it offsets the actual size of the panel, it helps to cover up this last thing. So it's not poking through and it's not something that's sticking out that you see right away. I would recommend flipping it over, adding maybe another white panel, or doing your doing your handwritten note, your to from, your I love you, I miss you, get well soon, whatever you're sending your card for. I would actually put it on the back of this and then leave the front pretty so that if it's on display, it can just sit up and be beautiful. Because really, this is a card that is meant to be displayed. So we are going to do one together here really quickly so I can show you the measurements and how we're going to do it. We're going to do one similar to, and here's another one, Dandy Designs. I think I like the Dandy Designs better. I'm liking the lighter colors. These are the blue and greens. I've got this on a balmy blue base. And again, I didn't finish this one, but you can see the different designs here. So I've got blue, 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 and then I use green. This one has green in it. It's harder to see, but these two patterns kind of offset all of my blues that I've got going on here. So I'm going to talk to you now about how to actually create this fun fold card. So we're going to take a regular piece of 8.5 by 11. So this is my 8.5 by 11. Now normally, you're putting this in here most of the time you're putting this in at 5.5. You're cutting this in half and getting 2 card bases. We're actually doing, and this is called the hamburger cut, in case you weren't sure. This one is called hamburger. We're going to do hot dog. So hot dog bun cut, right? So this is going to go to 4.25, and we're going to cut it in half. Now I have 2 halves of my paper, 4.25 by 11, and that is exactly what my card base is right here. This is 4.25 by 11. It just happens to be all folded up and brought into this mini fold, really adorable card. All right, so we're going to keep our trimmer out because we do have to do some scoring. I'm going to swing open my arm here because we also are going to be scoring farther along than the 6-inch mark. So with your cardstock in the long position here, the first stop we're going to do is at 1.5. So you're going to make sure you're using your scoring blade, not your cutting blade, at 1.5. Slide over to 3. Score again, go to 5.5, and we all know that 5.5 is half of our 11-inch length, right? And then we're going to stop at 8 inches, and we're going to do our last score right there. So now that I've got this all scored, we are going to do our Mountain Valley, right? So this is the smallest score line right here. The narrowest is right here, this 1.5. Down here at the end, I've got the biggest, and this is actually just a little over 3 inches actually. All right, so we're gonna do mountain first, mountain, and you're gonna need a bone folder. Then we're gonna do valley. We're gonna come back this way and do valley. Now when you come back and do this valley, it's easier to crease it if you open this flap up so that you're not creasing 2 at a time, right? So we've got mountain, valley. Now we're gonna do mountain again. So I'm gonna open this up. This is actually the card in the halfway position right here. And then we're going to do a valley right here. And again, I'm just going to flip my card around. So feel free to flip it around. And if you score it the wrong way, it's okay, because you can actually just move these from mountains into valleys. It's that easy. So when you're done, this is what you're going to have. You're going to have something that looks like this, where you've got a layer right here, you've got another layer right here, and then your last layer is at the end. So those are your scores. Once I get them all scored like that, I kind of take my bone folder and just go along all of it at the same time. I've individually scored them, but it's going to be a little bit, it's going to pop up a little bit until you do enough scoring, or if you hold it down, long enough, put your belly band on it. It'll definitely stay closed. So that is the bones of the card. So you can see that right here. I've got this awesome design. Now the fun part really is picking out paper to match. That is where I got stuck in my craft room all day, because I kept looking at papers and going, oh, those go together, and I would use a blue base, and I would use a purple base, and I would use a, and I just was going crazy. As you can see, right? I made so many different patterns today that aren't even finished. I stopped working on trying to get them finished because I was like, oh my gosh, I have to come on and get this live done, because I wanted to show you all the different things that you could do. I mean, just like endless cards here, right? And I could still be going. But we're going to go ahead and glue this on. And I'm going to talk to you about your dimensions here. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how you find the right designs. Let me bring in one of my, let's see, we'll bring the blue one back in. How you figure out which designs you want where. So like I mentioned earlier, you're going to see panels 1, 3, and 5 when it's open. So you definitely want to play with your paper once you pick out your designs that go together. So maybe in this case, we're doing blues, and I've got some greens here, some Coastal Cabana Balmy. So these all go really nicely together. And now it's just a matter of figuring out how you want your patterns to go and in what order, and thinking about, I think I want them to go in this order. I kind of played with them earlier. Thinking about when this is closed, what are you going to see? So before you glue anything down, you can think about which 3 patterns are you going to see on the front. Do they look nice together? That's like key. And then keep those little surprise patterns for the middle when you open it up. So I think this is where we're going to go with these. This is what I had in mind, and I'm going to talk to you about dimensions as well. So this one down here at the end, which is basically where you would put your final sentiment. This one is 2 3/4 by 4. Just looking at my directions here as I'm trying to glue down, and I kind of probably put that on a little bit crooked. 2 3/4 by 4 is that one right there. You're going to need 2 panels that are 2 1/4 by 4, and these are all 4 inches because they're all matting onto our 4 1/4 inch height card base. So all the Designer Series paper is 4 inches tall. This one is 2 3/4. This is 2 1/4. And this one is also another 2 1/4. And I'm going to use this side on this one. This is my panel 3, so this one's going to show. And then you're going to need 2 of them that are 1 1/4 by 4. To look at my directions again. If you're on my email newsletter list, you will get this in a written PDF form with some pictures. If you're not on my newsletter list yet, you might want to ask me how to get on there. I try to send out at least 1 tutorial every week, and going forward, I plan to do so as well. So there we go. So I've got, when I close this up, 1, 3, and 5. Now this is a more masculine looking card panel, right? It looks a little bit more masculine. Maybe this one does too. So they're not quite as florally as, I mean, obviously the purple ones and the flowery ones are going to be. They're going to need flowers on them. But these ones are a little bit more masculine, so I could probably get away with something more masculine. So again, once you've got all of these patterns picked out, and then you open it up and you've got those cute little surprises in the middle, right? You would basically take your die, and I probably should have done this ahead of time, but I was really excited to get on here. So this is a scallop contour die that I used for these 2 panels right here. And just make sure that your die is going to fit on here nicely in height, and also that it's not going to overhang too far this way, because when this is closed, you want your design to, obviously if this was too long, it wouldn't work. So this actually works really well for this card. And I put this on here kind of just like this, where it overhung. I don't know if that's a word or not, but it came over this edge, and we saw that little scallop and that little dotted line across there. It was really, really cute, and that worked out really well there. So I just, I die cut this in white. I popped this on here. I added my fun little element, whether it was flowers for that one, different flowers for that one. So you can see how I just decorated those on there. And then for the inside panel, again, I'm using the same dies. Nope, I didn't use that one. Just kidding. I used this one right here. This one right here. Now this one fits on here as well. So it fits on here really nicely. But the key thing again to remember is this panel right here is going to come over top of this one. So you want to make sure whatever you're putting on here isn't larger than this panel. So it just looks nicer together when you've got that little flow of when it's closed. it's kind of, it helps to hold the surprise inside, right? The surprise is on the inside. I love them. So as you can see, I've been having a really fun time playing. I don't know what your favorite ones are, if you're a fan of the purples, or maybe you like the blues. I've got a lot of blue ones started here. This one has, of course, the darker blues in it, which is really fun, and some different greens. This is kind of, you can see where you can use the same papers over and over and just keep creating with these. And then this one, I don't know. Oh my gosh. I love the Calypso Coral. It's so bright and cheery. This is a really fun one. And of course, I love these ones. I guess I love all of them. I have a really hard time deciding what I love the most. So there we go. That is a look at this mini card. Melissa says, got my package with cards and twine today. You're very welcome. Melissa took advantage of, that's awesome. I'm reading messages. Melissa took advantage of my ordering special. So normally every Monday I come on and do a live at 8 o'clock. I share some cards. I talk about an ordering special. When you order with me, you get card kits and you get an embellishment if you're over $50 as well. And don't forget, I've got that paper pack, the paper pack. This is it right here, you guys. This ends tonight. This is the This or That Designer Series paper, 48 sheets, 6x6s. You're going to, with a $50 order, you're going to also earn Celebration, which is ending soon. So you're going to get a Celebration item. You're going to get 48 sheets of 6x6 paper, and you're going to get an embellishment, a mystery embellishment. I don't know where I put my mystery embellishment. It's right here. I'm going to wrap up a mystery embellishment and send it along to you as well. But that offer ends tonight, and that's okay if you miss out on it. If you're seeing this late, it's okay. I have offers every week. I do something different all the time. I'm always mixing it up. So you can come back and follow me here on Mondays and watch my lives at 8 o'clock. You can sign up for my newsletter to make sure that you're not missing any of my offers. I do talk about them on my blog as well, The Maine Stamper. There's lots of ways to stay in touch with me. So I hope that you love. Hi, Mary. It's nice to see you on here. Oh my gosh. I am so excited about these little mini cards. If you wanted to, you could create your own envelope. If you are more crafty than me, I am like give me the pre-made envelope. I will make this pretty, but I'm not going to cut and score paper and make an envelope. But you could definitely, you know, chunk these up a little bit and put them in a smaller envelope if that's what you wanted to do. So, but they do fit, again, they do fit into this envelope that you don't have to, you know, you don't have to stress about it. You're going to have so much fun cutting up your paper, scoring in, adding designer paper, and then decorating it. You're going to be like, I'm just going to put them in an envelope and keep making cards. So that is my inspiration. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Don't forget about my ordering special. And I will be back on Monday with another live demonstration at 8 o'clock, and of course a new ordering special as well. So thanks so much for checking this one out. Let me know in the comments if you have a favorite color that I created tonight. I used fresh freesia for the purple, balmy blue. I did the Mambo and crushed curry. Those yellow and pinks were really awesome, and the Calypso Coral with the yellow. So pretty. I cannot pick a favorite. Anyway, that's it for me. Everyone have a great weekend, and I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye.